Hey guys, welcome to my first video. Today I'm going to show you how to change your coolant or your antifreeze in a 2007 Yamaha YZ250F. So before we start, make sure your bike is cold. You haven't been running it. Even if it's warm, you do not want to change your coolant when it's warm. You're going to burn yourself, you're going to make a mess if you do that. So do not do that. So once you make sure your bike is cold and you haven't been running it, you want to find the drain bolt. On most bikes, it's usually somewhere in this area. For mine, it's right here. So you want to make sure you clean the area first, make sure there's no dirt, it's not dirty, so nothing gets in the hole or in your coolant that you're draining. But that wouldn't really matter. To change your coolant, you're going to need minimal tools. What you need is either a wrench or a ratchet and an 8mm socket. So once your bucket's positioned under your drain bolt, you just want to loosen your bolt. It's pretty easy. I'm going to go slow. Make sure, you don't break anything. It's a tiny bolt, so you want to make sure you don't lose it. So, comes out. It's a little slippery, but you're gonna make a mess either way. It's a messy job. Look at that. You're already making a mess. You could take your cap off too, so it, lets a little air into it. But yeah, it's pretty dark. That means, I don't know if it means that or what, but I assume if it's dark, you want to change it. So. All right, so once your fluid's drained right here, you want to flush out the system with distilled water. You don't want to use regular tap water or drinkable water because it'll corrode the radiator and the lines. It'll rust them out. So use pure distilled water. Find that, your local shopping center, Rite Aid, Walgreens, they all have it. So I don't have it on me right now, so I'm gonna go get it, and I'll see you guys when I pick up the distilled water. All right, so we're inside now because it got dark. We got our distilled water, so we're just gonna pour it through the top. It's supposed to come out the bottom. There you go. I'm gonna pour half a gallon. Oh, missing it a little bit. There you go. Even this is fine, just so to rinse out the rest of the coolant. Looks good. Pour a little more in there. Bring it up from the top. That should be good. Wait for this to come out. You're always making a mess either way. It's a messy job. All right, that's good. So, clean that up. So now, what you want to do, tilt the bike over a little bit to get the rest of the water out, and then fill it up with your pre-diluted antifreeze or coolant, whatever you want to do. The bike usually drains about 700 milliliters, depending on what you're using and, how you're draining it. Usually 700 milliliters of coolant. So I'm going to put around 700 back in and see how the level's doing. You want to get it almost to the top, but not all the way, just in case you get a little overheated again. And it comes out the tube, but it should be fine. You put a little bit under the top and you should be good. So you want to tighten up your bolt. You could torque it down, just snug, nothing crazy. That's it. You don't want to do too much, too little. All right, so we're gonna be using the pre-diluted antifreeze. I'm just gonna pour it carefully in here. I should be using the funnel, but I'm too lazy to get it. So we just let it go in slowly, wait for it to fill up. And it should take around 700-800 milliliters. We'll see how it does. So it's to the top now, almost to the top. We used roughly 700 milliliters. It might sit down, it might set a little bit. So come back in a couple hours and you might have to add a little more. But for right now, that's good. And finally, put on the cap. You're gonna be all set. Don't get scared if you see coolant coming out of your overflow. You might have just put a little too much and got a little warm, but that's normal. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you next time.